People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now, people, we see that the survey is done by a reputable organization that speaks about crime globally. Jamaica is ranked second worst most dangerous place per mass of God Earth, planet Earth, by this survey. And that is based on the amount of people losing their life per 100,000, meaning people live there. Now, people, number one on the list per 100,000 is El Salvador. We know say that worse than Jamaica. They make Jamaica look like some sorts of playground. Well, as a matter of fact, Jamaica is pretty close. Jamaica is second, 43.85. Lesotho, which I think is in some sort of African nation, don't quote me, they are third. Honduras, fourth. Belize, fifth. Venezuela, sixth. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, South Africa, St. Kitts and Nevis, Nigeria, Bahamas, and the list goes on and on to Trinidad. However, for a little nation like Jamaica, we are ranked second, number two, and I know that Jamaicans don't like to play number two. However, that is where we are on the survey. So, people, that is pretty bad based on the size. Now, what we see is that this problem exists because there's a thing that is called corruption. I am sure that Jamaica is probably ranked one of the most corrupt, if not top 3, top 5, maybe top 2. I don't really know. I don't have that survey. I am not going to give any sort of wrong or misinformation. However, that problem comes from corruption, decades of corruption, big time, running rampant. It comes from poverty. It comes from a lazy mindset. So therefore, whenever you have leaders that are pretty much lost, have no sort of crime fighting strategy, and here is why the leaders are lost. In Jamaica politics, it is what it is, politics. Everything, every position is given based on who you know, who your family is. So therefore, if the Minister of Security, the Minister of Justice don't have any sorts of degree in law enforcement, crime fighting, how is it that he gets that position? Who is he sleeping with? And people, like me say, the youth them just get colder. The new generation, new breed, they are basically a set of bums. Not all of them. They have decided that, listen, me no want work, me want everything the easy way. People, that is a recipe for failure. That is something that does not breed any sorts of success. It breeds poverty, it breeds crime and criminality. So therefore, that explains all. Why this also will not change is the fact that we have a system of justice that have a whole bunch of incompetent people. Meaning the DPP's office, meaning that this office seems as if they cannot lock down anybody where them catch, anybody that is high profile, meaning these gangsters, meaning these reputed hitmen, reputed dons from different era. And even when them hold them, pretty much they are going to beat it on some sorts of technicality, some sorts of foul up by the system. So eventually they walks until, of course, karma catches them on the street. Until, of course, the popo do what it is supposed to do all along as it pertains. Listen, once you catch these people, get them to the DPP, lock them up. When the case go to court, waste taxpayers' money, waste taxpayers' time. Jamaican people get high, and then the high get FUCK up. point blank and period. Now people, the next thing is that Jamaican people are not people in some first world nation. They don't think that it is their civic duty to talk. So therefore, once we have that in form of a DEAD policy that sticks in the mind of people, because even the people who want to talk, they are afraid. They are afraid that if them talk, the same police that is supposed to be securing them, they are going to go back and tell the gangsters. So therefore, even when we think about the witness protection program, people, I did a couple of videos of people that are in that program, and people, they are very disappointed. They are not given what they were promised. So therefore, it just tell you, say, listen, for a country that knows that the only way in which you're going to get any sorts of conviction is if people were used to danger are people that are victim talk. And we see, say, when the witnesses that are once gangsters go to court, they make horrible witnesses in the case of Klansman, in the case of witness number 1 and witness number 2. However, those that are willing to talk, whenever them talk, them can't get any sorts of protection, or they are not given the support that they were promised. So people, therein lies the problem that exists in Jamaica, point blank and period. Now people, just before I finish my video, and I thought that, well, yesterday was a bad day, people, it seems as if it get worser. Based on information that I am now getting, it is said that a Clarendon mother and her 4 children, they were pretty much taken out. MASSACRE style. That means it was pretty bad. Them bust them throat in a place called Cocoa Peace Community that is in Clarendon, like I said before. It is said that the bodies were discovered at about 8:06 a.m. to be specific by residents. It is said that a large gathering of residents are there right now as I speak. Further information to be given later on in the news, later on today. Now people, when we hear stuff like this, it is usually a crime of passion. That means baby father, husband, stepfather get upset with the mother, and for hurt the mother, him take away the picnic them and also take away the mother. People, I don't know. I am just speculating of possible things that could have gone way left. However, people, truth be told, with all of these reprisal, with all of these gangsters, with all of these, if them can't catch Quaco, them catch him shot. We don't know if this mother have a bigger son, elder son that is involved in any sort of stuff, meaning gang activity, criminal activity. And them can't find him, so them come back and go for everybody. However, the fact that there was no mention that the father, baby father, get taken out, I am going to assume, my judgment is that it have something to do with the baby father or the father. Maybe some sort of a jacket. People, me not really know. Like I said, this is preliminary information. Whichever is the circumstance, whichever is the facts in this case, all we know that it is tragic. Jamaica pretty much, they're behind the back of dog, back of Jankro, point blank and period. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Now people, the next thing that is popping in the news, we all know that nobody is safe in Jamaica. However, certain individuals that used to get respect, certain individuals that would be deemed as untouchable, have immunity in their community. People, that has all changed for the worser. Now yesterday I got a picture, and off that picture, or in that picture, there was a man laying on the ground. The caption said Sizzler. However, after doing some check, I realized that it was not Sizzler. the reports are conflicting. Some people say Sizzla bodyguard. Some people say Sizzla brother. Some people say it's a DJ that is around Sizzla. His name is Culture. People, me don't know which one of them it is. However, he is linked with Sizzla. As to his proper title, me not really know. Now people, when I got that picture, that person actually have the same body type, structure here, with the locks roll up on top of him head. So I would see why people would think that it was Sizzla. However, luckily, not to say that we would rather for somebody else to lose them life other than Sizzla. Me just say nobody know for DEAD. However, when we see stuff like this, it is obvious that Jamaica is a changing for the worse. It is obvious that if a man like Sizzla in a August town that is a staple, musical done, somebody that is respected by any and everybody in a August town. If the man, the family or people them, where everybody know in a August town can actually get taken out in such a brutal way, what say the rest of us Jamaican when nobody no know we? We not have no sorts of street credibility. We not have no sorts of respect. So people, when we see stuff like this, it only tells us that, listen, don't feel too comfortable. Feel concerned. Any and every Jamaican will live at Jamaica or live overseas or ever venture upon this land called Jamaica. Una better make sure that una secure yourself. Be safe. Know which spot una go. Who una hang with and where. Whatever. Point blank and period.